I like when nobody's home and I can film because you can see my bookshelves. It's so hot already. I put this on like 5 minutes ago. I don't know if you needed to see that, but welcome to July. It is July 3rd. I'm a little behind on my filming and stuff. I was having a really difficult time the last 2 days with a class. I'm taking 2 spring classes. I think I've already mentioned that because I was trying to read 30 books in 30 days in June and I couldn't do it because of classes, and I've decided to actually withdraw from one of the 2 classes. It's a really long story. But on top of that, yesterday we got hail damage on the house and it was not a fun day. So July is just starting off like a really shitty month for me. Hyped up, I'm looking forward to reading and doing my best, and I'm going to do like a weekly reading vlog in July just because there are 4 readathons that I'm participating in. Don't mind me, just an overachiever when it comes to reading for some stupid reason. So we'll talk about what I've started reading. I have not yet finished a book because it's only day 3. And I'm trying to read a little bit, just like sprinkle my reading already. I have 3 books that I've started, possibly will be 4 by the end of today. The focus right now is Summerween, obviously, because it is Summerween Readathon right now, which is my favorite readathon of the year by far. It just kind of gives you an excuse to read spooky books when you would normally not read spooky books. And honestly, like, June is just the beginning of Halloween. So to have it in July is like, there are, oh my gosh, I don't have my reading journal up here, but there are technically, I guess, 5 prompts. One of them though is to do something kind of spooky, craft, baking, drink type thing. So that one I have an idea for, but I don't have the materials, all of the materials. So like I might not do my idea, which I'm very upset about, but eventually probably. I just want to do like an art piece because I saw a TikTok and I was like, I want to do this but spooky. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I will tell you what I'm reading, what prompts they are for, and what readathon they are for. So since it's Summerween, I will start with my Summerween reads that I'm reading. Technically there's 2 that I'm reading right now. I couldn't sleep last night, so I read a lot of my book that you should read in the dark. I literally I took like a 2-hour nap between 10 and 12, and then I woke up and I couldn't fall back asleep till like 5 a.m. So it was not a good sleep for me. I have been pretty much doing that, but since I decided to withdraw from this class, I think it will help my sleeping. But my book to read in the dark is Pet Sematary. I posted this on Instagram yesterday too, and one of my aunt's friends commented being like, that is not a good idea. But so far it's not spooky. I am on chapter 27, aka page 156, so I've read a huge chunk of this, like damn. I was listening to the audiobook last night because I was just trying to sleep and laying in bed, and it was like a little spooky, but there is a preface in here that Stephen King thinks this is his scariest book he's ever written. So we'll see how it goes. I've never seen the movies. I don't want to watch the movies until I read the book, so I am hopefully doing that. I've also convinced like 2 of my friends, maybe 3 of my friends, to also participate in Summerween Readathon because it is literally the coolest readathon ever, and I'm pretty sure my cousin is reading this with me, or she wanted to at least. But I have a bunch of friends also doing Summerween, and I am very excited about that. It's like honestly the best feeling to do readathons with like people I know in real life. So this is the first read. I'm making good progress reading in the dark. I started reading it in the basement actually while I was studying, and then when I gave up studying because I want to withdraw from the class, I picked up other stuff. The other Summerween book that I picked is not actually technically one of the Summerween books. It is, I picked it for something else. I can't think of what it is right now, but I'll let you guys know later when I find my reading journal. But it is The Troop. This is by Nick Cutter. This is supposed to be really gross and really upsetting and just gory, but I think that it's more of a horror. So I did put Pet Sematary down as my horror book, but I also have this one on the side because I picked it for another prompt for another readathon, but I cannot remember what it is. Damn. Anyways, so I am also reading it for Summerween, but if I don't finish it for Summerween, I'm not going to be upset. The other book that I picked up, I'm reading for the Buddy Readathon, which is Elsie hosts. My 2 buddies and I have decided on 3 books so far to read. Oh, somebody's home now. Hang on. And the first book that we decided to read was on my TBR, because we kind of sent each other our TBRs and talked about what we wanted to read, and they picked The Ravens first, which I greatly appreciate because I have this for another readathon prompt. So like I just sent them a picture of all the books I was already planning on reading because of the readathons that I'm doing. And this one I think is for Myth Taker. It's the Path or Pantheon. And I believe it is for one of the Path of the Underworld prompts. It's a 5-star prediction is what the prompt is. I can't remember who it is though. So this one's going, but since it was a 5-star prediction and I've started reading it, I have doubts. But I am on chapter 17 right now. We were trying to read 8 chapters a day. Today's day 3, so I gotta get to chapter 24, I think. That's what I'm guessing. So like I'm getting there. I'm doing my best. I was really stoked yesterday because Danielle Page shared my picture of this book on Instagram on her story, and I was like, holy shit. That was like the best moment ever. But it's by Danielle Page and Cass Morgan, and I'm very much enjoying it. Obviously I've taken the dust jacket off, but yeah, this is what page is this? 168. So doing pretty good. But those are the books that I've started so far, and those are the ones that I'm reading. Also for the troop, I've only read to chapter 3, which is page 15, because I kind of want to read it slowly. I'm very nervous. But anyways, so welcome to July. I'm gonna go Pokemon Go hunting, and I will see you all later. Welcome to Sunday. We had a bit of an incident last night. Yeah, dog was very quiet. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I am gonna get a new copy though, because this is very upsetting to me. And in the meantime, I decided to pick up When We Were Magic. I got to chapter 6 on this last night. This is my read for the Summerween. The prompt is Halloween colors, and I was like, orange and black, perfect. So that's what this is for, and I'm enjoying it a lot. This is really fun because literally the first line, hang on one second. First of all, it's dedicated for everyone who isn't sure yet, which I thought was really cute. I was like, hell yeah, adorable, I love that. And then it says, I didn't mean to kill Josh Harper. This, I can't tell you which one because I have no idea which girl is which on the front. But one of the girls on the front basically made a guy's dick explode and he died. So that's fun. I'm pretty sure this is a teen book, a YA book, so that was like, okay. But anyways, the group tried to get rid of his body after he died because they are magic, and not all of his body parts disappeared, so they're all stuck with different parts of his body to try and get rid of, so they each took like 2 pieces to get rid of. So it's very interesting, and I'm very intrigued to see what is going to happen, because it feels like the worst part of the story already happened. But we'll see. So while I'm waiting to get a new one of these things, the troop, I mean, I can still read it, but I'm just very upset. Yeah, and then I got to page 247 of The Ravens. I have to read another 8 chapters again today. That'll bring me, so like 8 chapters today and then 8 chapters tomorrow, and then I'll be done with this book. So I'm very excited to finish that. But I do think in the meantime I will probably power through this one today because I have a lot of free time since I didn't write my midterm. I just have like one assignment that I have to do today, and then Dungeons and Dragons is later, and reading this bad boy. Well, both of them. I'll start with The Ravens though to get my 8 chapters done, and then work on Weird Magic. So that's the plan for today. I didn't show you guys my little, I'm very excited for this month's like theme thing. I picked 4 colors this month, if it will load. There you go. I picked 4 colors because I was like, oh, this will be fun, and it's like brightly colored and very different, and so far this is like my little page tracker thing. Obviously I haven't read a whole lot. I need to add in the pages that I read last night of When We Were Magic, so that hasn't been added in yet, but the rest has. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys, so I have some of these like crossing over into other readathons, so I'll like give you the lowdown now that I have my book journal here to tell you what I'm reading, what things I'm participating in. I'm doing the Buddy Readathon, which we've already spoken about. I'm also doing Summerween, which is this week, which I've already told you about. I'm also doing, though, the Myth Take one, the Path or Pantheon, and I cannot think of the lady's name right now. And then I'm doing the Olympic Games Readathon because I missed both of these readathons last year, so I wanted to make sure I got them in this year, which is like everything takes place in July. Like Summerween got bumped up from August to July, and Olympic Games went from June to July, and everything just converged. So on top of like the already things that I've given you, I used, here let's see, I used the Ravens for my 5-star prediction for Team Apollo on the Olympic Games. That was originally what it was for, and now it's also for the Buddy Readathon. Did I double up this one? I did. I doubled up on When We Were Magic, so I'm using it for the Halloween colors of Summerween, and I'm also using it for multiple strong female characters for Team Artemis in the Olympic Games. Pet Cemetery, I also doubled up on Team Artemis and Summerween. The prompt is While the Moon is Still Up for Team Artemis, and then Read in the Dark for the Summerween. So like I've been reading this at night, which is like perfect. It's basically the same prompt, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I doubled up for that. See, when I did the doubling up, I doubled up on different readathons, like only 2 readathons, not 3 readathons, and I didn't double up in the same readathon, if that makes sense. So they're just kind of like, some of them converge, but there's still like 21 books on my TBR, so it's a lot. And then for the troop, what did I pick for this one? Also Team Artemis. This was a Team Artemis book. It takes place in the wilderness was the prompt, and then horror for Summerween. So I doubled up a lot on Summerween and Olympic Games, which is all good. And I doubled up, I think, a lot on Myth Take and Olympic Games as well. But we'll get there when I get there. I'm just telling you what I'm currently reading right now. I did do my like little Buddy Readathon. I made the prompt square and then wrote down the books that we're reading, and then I'll fill in the colors with green because I picked green for this page. And then for Summerween I picked purple because it's a like Halloween color when I picked the colors, technically speaking. And then Myth Take, I am doing the Egyptian Pantheon and the Path of the Underworld, so I have those, and I picked pink for that one. And then blue for the Olympic Games. I thought it fit because Percy Jackson. And then Team Artemis and Team Apollo. So I picked a lot. You're only supposed to pick like 1 team for the last 2 Myth Take and Olympic Games, but I picked 2 because I'm an overachiever and I want to do everything. And in the Myth Take one, since it's a Pantheon and a Path that I picked, Osiris goes on both of them because he's the god of the underworld for the Egyptian. Not really the god of the underworld, but like, you know what I mean. So his prompt was a book with a green cover. I have picked 2 different books with green covers because there's 2 different on there. So that kind of stuff is what I have done so far. But I'm very excited. And then the last prompt for Summerween, I left this open because it's bake or make a drink to go with your spooky reads. Okay, so like I'll have to bake something, or I don't know, something spooky. We'll figure that out. I think that will be a tomorrow thing, because I'll just have a lot more free time tomorrow. And you know what I didn't do? I just realized this. I do have to read my novel study this month for my English class. I didn't even put it anywhere in here. So that's 22 books that I have to read. And I didn't pick it for like any prompts or anything. That would have been very useful. I don't know anything about the book though. Oops, my bad. Anyways, let's get reading because it's the 4th day of the month and I still haven't finished a book. Okay. I got a 2. Yeah, but it says +4 on this thing. Does that matter? Oh, okay. Flammable. Nice. So close. Yeah. I'm standing on the table. Okay, I rolled a 13. Yeah. Okay, and then I got an 8. Yeah. I would like to step out of the way. Yep. Oh, it's a beep. A beep. Yeah? I was like, I know, right? Are you done? That was your moment of fame? Yeah? What else? Are you done? Okay, let's go. You good? You not done yet? You're getting in trouble. She wanted to be on camera, apparently. Update time. I am actually not doing so great for Summerween. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing like okay. I mean, I technically only picked 3 books, and I finished one of them. I just feel like I have more time. You know? You ever feel that? What day is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. It is like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like ready for bed. I finished 2 books though. I want to talk about them. When We Were Magic, I finished first, and this was so good. Like, holy crap. I wish this was like a series so that I could learn more about the magic system in this, because it was super interesting. The girls on the front each have magical abilities. They can kind of do stuff together, but they also have their own like separate little abilities. The main character, Alexis, can talk to animals, and every girl can see each other's magic, but they can't see their own magic except for one of them. So she's like describing her magic. She's like, I can feel it, but if one of the girls was there, she would be able to see it. And they are all different colors. So Alexis's is bright dark purple, I guess, but she can't see it, her friends can see it, kind of thing. And I think I talked about it before. They end up accidentally murdering a guy in like the first chapter and trying to get rid of him, and they try to do a spell to get rid of him, and it kind of backfires, and they have to get rid of his body parts. And as they get rid of his body parts, each of them loses a piece of themselves, which is super interesting. And I loved the ending, and it was lesbian witches. I will just put that out there. So please enjoy. I highly recommend you all read this, because it was really, really good. A lot better than I thought it was. It looks like a little cheesy because of the cover is bright orange, right? So it looks like it could be like one of those fluke books, but it was genuinely amazing, like really good. The other book that I finished was the buddy read first pick that we had chosen for me and my buddies, and it is The Ravens. This was off my TBR. It was also a 5-star prediction. It ended up being 4 stars instead of 5 stars. I really liked the mystery in this. There was like, I didn't see it coming. So, I mean, like a little bit, but also not really, because it plot twisted and then plot twisted again. And I thought I was gonna be very critical of this because of the use of tarot cards. But they used it in such a way that I think it was pretty acceptable, other than the death card representing death moment on like the 6th page that pissed me off. So other than that, it was like really good, and I did very much enjoy it, but I gave it 4 stars because it wasn't like mind-blowing or something, but I thought it was going to be, which is fine, whatever. I am still reading Pet Sematary, though I have not made any progress because I've been too tired at night to listen to it, but I will be doing that tonight. I hope to get maybe like 2/3 of the way through so that I can finish this later. I do have to stay up till midnight on Wednesday night to like Thursday morning to register for classes, so I will listen to that then also, and then have it done by Friday. And then I am reading The Troop still. I'm gonna pick up this one tonight. I don't know, we're gonna see if I want to sit and read, or if I want to play Animal Crossing and listen to an audiobook, because I'm genuinely reading this one. I'm listening to the audiobook on this one because it helps me at night. I can't really like focus, so if I can focus, I will read this. I am on still like page 50 or whatever. I haven't gotten very far into it, but the premise is coming together and I'm understanding it. The other book that I had picked for the Summerween was like paranormal book, and for this one I picked The Sacrifice of Sunshine Girl. I read The Haunting of Sunshine Girl in the first Summerween, so it's only right that I read the second one this time around. This one is, it opened a whole door that I didn't even know existed. Paige McKenzie is the person actually on the front of the book. I'm pretty sure it is, because she looks exactly like that. I have seen her on Instagram. I've seen her on YouTube. She had a YouTube web series that they started, I want to say 2010, 2011, I cannot remember, but I was watching it when I read the first book, and it was kind of just like a creepy house vibe that her mom and her moved into, and then she ended up writing this trilogy kind of based off of the YouTube series that she had done, which is really cool. It's not like too spooky, but it's like just enough that I'm like interested, you know? And there's a third book after this, so maybe we'll read that eventually later, but I am very excited to continue on with it. Other things that's happening: since we finished our first buddy read, we will be picking up another one, and I cannot remember which one is next. I have both of them now because I got book mail today. And then I really want to pick up The Starless Sea once Summerween is over, but for now I think just kind of finishing up these two is kind of my top priority, so maybe I won't pick up The Troop tonight. Maybe I'll pick up this one. We'll see, because Summerween's over on Friday. It feels like I've done nothing this week, but I've honestly, I went and hung out with my friend today, and I feel so much better than I did like 2 days ago. I feel better than I did yesterday. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, and I'm having so much fun. My island looks like crap. I just kind of play stuff. It's literal chaos, and I don't like that it's chaos, but I just need to like get to a point where I can switch it up and change it. Just a little bit. So that's where I'm at with that. I like my island. I ended up with peaches as my start fruit, which apparently is highly coveted, and I love it. It's like honestly so cute. I love it. But my island is so chaotic. I can't. I'm like, I want to set it up like on a grid system so that I can have like streets and parks and stuff, and it's just randomly placed right now. So that's my bad, but that's what I'm having fun, and I think I want to play Animal Crossing while I listen to this. I will be listening to the audiobook for this one because I literally just don't have time. I have both options, but it is nighttime, so I will take advantage of that. And then, yeah, I work the next 3 days though, so it's a toss-up. I don't think I will finish The Troop because I think that I need to sit down just like on a Saturday and just read the whole thing and be freaked out. So that might be maybe this Saturday. I have something going on this Saturday. Lunch. But anyways, so maybe I'll try and finish this. Sounds like a good plan to me. I haven't really read anything today, have I? I don't think so. Good luck. Oh my god, 2 days left. So today's Thursday. There's not a whole lot left of time, which is great. I made a mistake yesterday. I listened to about 10 chapters of this freaking book before I realized that it is not the second book. It is the third book. But the issue was most of it fit along with what the first book ended, from what I remember, which obviously means I don't remember anything because I read 10 chapters of it before I realized that anything was wrong. The second book is actually The Awakening of Sunshine Girl. I mean, I had it. I thought I put them in order on my shelf, so I thought that this one was next, but it was really this one, and I messed up. So now I'm so confused that I feel the need that I need to read the first book over again and then just continue straight through the whole trilogy. With that being said, I'm not in the mood to read this anymore, and I can't do it because I have to reread the first one. So I'm gonna just try to finish Pet Sematary for right now, maybe The Troop, and I kind of picked up Bad Girls Don't Die by Katie Allender. I do own a copy of this book. I do not currently have it with me because I lent it out several years ago to somebody and they never returned it. If they are watching this right now, please return my books. You can just drop them off at my parents' house. And this kind of goes for everybody who's borrowed my books that are from my high school days. There's at least 3 of you that have my books. Please just drop them off at my parents' house. You all know where they live because I lived there for 17 years of my life. If you have my books, just please leave them there. I want them back. Anyways, moving on from that public service announcement, I will be giving up. Other than that, I think I'm trying to read Pet Sematary today. I am registering for classes, deciding if I can take 6 instead of 5. I'm struggling because I know for sure that 2 of the classes that I'm taking are easy. One of them I know I'm gonna really enjoy, so it's gonna be easy. The other 2 I have no idea how they're gonna be. And then the class I want to add is also supposed to be really easy. So it's a struggle. I'm struggling really hard right now because I don't want to have to do 2 next semester. I only want to have to do 1. So this is great. This is great. I tried my best. Yeah, I'm really struggling with school stuff right now. Anyways, I'll update you guys later. I think I'm really hungry. I gotta go. Do I think that the mowing the lawn is gonna be annoying? Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I think I'm gonna split July into 2 vlogs. One for the first 2 weeks, one for the second 2 weeks. I think it'll be fine. So we're still in the first vlog. Today is the 12th. It is the second week of July. Summerween is over, but I'll tell you what I finished. I finished Bad Girls Don't Die. This was a book that I read forever ago, and it was 5 stars originally. I bumped it down to 4. It's still amazing. I still love it. It was still super creepy. I did forget most of the stuff that happened in it because I'm pretty sure I read it before the second and the third book came out. So it's been a hot minute since I've read them. And I do remember, like, this is one of the first spooky books I kind of read. It was super creepy to me. At the time, I couldn't sleep. It was terrifying. And I do remember that the second and third book kind of revolve around a different topic with the same characters. So, like, the first book could have been a total standalone, which is what I thought it was when I bought it. But definitely recommend if you want something that's ever so slightly spooky, because her sister's kind of, like, possessed and just really creepy. People yelling. It's too hot to close my window, I'm sorry. The other spooky read that I had was Pet Sematary. It was spooky, I guess. I need to watch the movies, I think. I understand what happened. I understand why it is spooky. But it was probably same level as Bad Girls Don't Die. For me, I didn't think it was that scary. I don't know, I just don't find Stephen King very scary. I don't know, it was 4 stars, like, I enjoyed it. This was probably my favorite Stephen King book, because the spook factor, yes, was a little bit more up there. I did appreciate the ending, because it made it much creepier, and I wish it would have just, like, gone over the edge where the main character also died and then got possessed, because that would have been really cool. I'm just saying, if you know, you know. I wish it would have went that far and he would have also had that happen, and then I want another book where, like, the 3 family members just go on a rampage, because I think that would be great, like, honestly. But anyways, so that was good. I can see why other people may think it is spooky, and I did read it at night, so I got that prompt out of the way, but it wasn't terribly scary, I guess. The next books that I'm currently reading, I'm still reading The Troop. Yes, I'm slowly making my way through that. Since it wasn't officially, like, a Summerween book, like, I'm not too concerned about it. I am also reading The Lovely Bones. I was super in the mood to reread this. I have gotten about 50 pages in. I'm having a good time, basically. I forgot how fast she actually died in here. I thought she died in, like, the first 5 chapters, but it was the first chapter, and the rest is just, like, beautiful, basically. And I hope that I have the same emotions the second time around reading this that I did the first, because this is one of my favorite books of all time, and I'm greatly looking forward to it. The other book I'm also currently reading, I'm about halfway through this one, maybe a little bit over half, is These Violent Delights. This is the second buddy read I have for the buddy readathon. Oh gosh, hang on. What was I reading The Lovely Bones for? Let's find out. I was reading The Lovely Bones for this is for one prompt. It is Path or Pantheon, the Myth Take Readathon. It is for the Egyptian Pantheon for Bastet. Oh my god, I just call her Bast. A book with a young female main character. So I picked this one, obviously. And then These Violent Delights. This was for Buddy Readathon, and This is not at all what I thought was going to be happening. FYI, I thought this was like vampires. It seems like it would be like vampires, right? It's not vampires. I showed it to my friend, she thought it was werewolves. It's not werewolves. You would think maybe some creepy, scary magic. No. I understand these violent. I don't understand delights yet. Basically, it's like 1920s China, Shanghai. I think so. It's 1920s China. Gangs. And there is a disease rampaging through the gangs and killing them all, and they can't seem to cooperate to figure out what is actually happening because everybody's killing themselves by ripping out their own throats. And there's also a monster. I don't know what's happening, but this is not what I expected. I am enjoying it. I would like to know what happens. There is a subtle romance underlying there, but I am confused. I'm just confused. On top of that, I have also kind of picked up Sorcery of Thorns. I have finished like the first chapter of this. I am very excited to read this. This one I picked for... What readathon is this for? Oh my gosh. Did I not pick this for something? Yes, I did. In the Olympic Games readathon for Team Apollo. It's a well-known and liked book. So that's why I picked it. Did I put it anywhere else? I don't think so. Anyways. So I'm also just reading that. I'm basically just picking up everything all at once and just hoping for the best right now. This kind of tilted over, didn't it? On a side note, I went book shopping today. Due to the fact that I have picked 6 classes instead of 5 for school this year, I got myself a planner. I really like this one because it has like 1 week on a whole page and then Saturday, Sunday over there, but like I like my entire week on one page. I hate when they separate it. It's like super irritating to me, and it's floppy. I love the floppy. And it also has gold edges. I also realized after I purchased it that there are stickers. I'm very excited about the stickers. So looking forward to using this. I can start using it in August because it does start then. There's also like a bunch of trackers and stuff in here at the beginning and at the end, which I really appreciate. This thing goes all the way till December 2022. So hopefully this will help. I also picked up this. Look at how pretty. Oh my gosh. It is just like a regular journal, but it was on sale. It's lined pages. I love it. 10 out of 10. Can't wait to use it. Probably won't for a while, but you know. The reason I went to Indigo, or to Chapters, was to get Any Way the Wind Blows. I love this purple cover. Like, do you see this color? This is not the color that they were advertising. It was like green. Not to mention, in the other cover, Baz's suit is red and Simon's shirt is white. I like went over it. I was like, I love this Indigo edition. Like, this is so nice. And not to mention, look at that. Like, isn't that the prettiest thing you've ever seen? Oh, I don't even care about reading it at this point. I just want to look at it. I also will show you the artwork. There's this picture of Simon and Baz. Beautiful, amazing. And then there is also this picture, and I cannot remember everybody's name, but they're all in there. And I love it. Just 10 out of 10. So I have requested the audiobook, and I will get to it eventually. I also couldn't stop myself and got My Contrary Mary. This is like a spin-off series from the My Lady Janie's, which is this series here on the back. In the first one, My Lady Jane was actually my favorite one out of all of them. This is Mary Queen of Scots in the same universe with the same characters kind of thing, because we do see Mary Queen of Scots in the first one. So I'm very excited to start this. I also I love these covers. They're just like really pretty and bold, and then it also is like a really nice green and gold cover. I love it. 10 out of 10. But I'm so excited to read this. Like, I started reading it in the parking lot waiting for my ride. So, and the last book I picked up, I also probably won't read for a while. I don't know where I put the other ones. This is the 4th book in the series, and it is the Capturing the Devil one. I still haven't started this series because I hadn't acquired this book yet, and now I do have this book. So I will hopefully read it. Probably not anytime soon because I'm saving the ones that I think that I will really like for later and just trying to read the ones that I don't think I will like after this month of readathons. Is confusing, but I'll get there. So I bought this one too, just so that I have it. I can start the series down whenever I want. That's my update. Today I think I want to read more of The Lovely Bones and probably more of these Violent Delights just to kind of get it finished off. If you want like an update on what my page tracker looks like, it's very colorful this month. Like, look at that. I'm very proud of it. Even though I haven't been reading as much, I'm very excited. So yes, I will check back in with you probably tomorrow. I'm kind of like disappointed with my activity in the summer readathon, just a heads up, like to reflect back into it, because last year I was like super active and super into it, and this year I just like, I was so stressed about school and my midterm and all this other stuff. I just couldn't get into it, and I'm kind of upset about that. I kind of wish that I would have been not kind of like gypped. I feel like my life gypped me. It was like, this readathon you've been looking forward to all year, it's like you don't get to enjoy it. So it's just how I feel. It's kind of upsetting, but that's life, you know. When they have the one in January, I will be more active. This is like a weird angle, but it works. I got a lot of mail today. Of course this freaking happened. I haven't really read a whole lot. I'm trying to read The Lovely Bones, but I've also been just trying to edit videos to like help myself out. But that's about it. That's all I've really done today. Oh, however, I did start listening to Fire Touched by Patricia Breaks. I don't have any physical copies of this book anymore. This is like the 7th book, I think, and I only had up to the 6th, or I think maybe it's the 8th book, whatever. I started listening to it. I'm on the 3rd chapter. I'm enjoying it already because we've already got action. Not upset. However, I'm filming this little clip because you're about to see a lot of failures and me having fun with myself, but also doing it terribly. I ordered maybe like 2 months ago paint, and I ordered this paint, the fancy gouache, I don't even know what it's called, the one that you see on TikTok with the refills. Okay, this little container opens. There actually, I didn't expect this to be in there. There's like a little thing that you can use for your paint, and it even came with 3 paintbrushes when I thought I was only coming with 1. And the paints look like this, and you literally just take off the top of them to like start painting, and you can buy more of these, so like it's constantly reusable like paint palette, which I love. I don't know where to buy the refills at this point. I don't really care. So you can either buy like these things again, or you can buy like little tubes, like, or not tubes, I guess they're like bags. They're like bigger than tubes. They're like 4 times the size of tubes, and like refill these containers also. So I'm like stoked. I am so freaking excited. But here's the thing. I ordered this like 2 months ago, so I've been sitting here waiting to do painting, gathering supplies. I have like so many canvases, I have so many like sketchbooks that I like cannot wait to use, and I'm like sitting here waiting for this. It finally arrived today. But you know what also arrived today? My backup purchase, which is more paint. I ordered this one off of Amazon. This is the Arteza Premium. There's 60 colors in here. Oh, it's upside down. It has like all the colors on the top. So it also showed up today, even though this one was like 2-day shipping and that one was like 2 months. They both arrive on the same day. Of course they freaking do. You know what else came though? When I ordered these paints off of Amazon, I went and got the 642 things to draw. I have the writing one, but I've always wanted to get the drawing one. So now I can get this one to help me learn how to paint. So that's exciting. And then if I can open this one, you know, that'd be great. I don't know where my scissors are. I'm just in a constant state of I don't know where my scissors are. So there's the box, actually right side up. I think that you lift it off the top. Sliding. Oh, that's nice. these ones do come in tubes that look like this. There are so many. Oh my gosh. Girl just wanted to paint. Look what happened. I love this container, but like also, how am I supposed to see all the paint? Do I just wait and take it out? I don't even know how I'm gonna organize any of this in here. I have a lot of books in here. You guys haven't seen my new bookshelves yet because that's not a video that's going up for like another 2 weeks. But I only have so much room on my bookshelves that you can visibly see. So I think I'm just going to take a lot of my books that are up here and move them down here so that I can have like a painting shelf. Or, okay, here's what I also bought. I bought these like 2 weeks after I bought the paints, and they came like yesterday. I was like, what the fuck? That's why I was like pissed off. These things are like, I don't remember what they're called. Basically, they're the things that you put into candles to have that swirly thing. You would also put them into resin, and you can use them also for like nail polish, I want to say, to make it shimmery, and also art. You can use them for art, which is why I bought them specifically. But they're like, it's powder. But I bought like 3 bags of it because I'm a stupid idiot, and AliExpress is cheap, and like, if it will work, yeah, see, like that's what it looks like. And I bought so much of this, so I have a bunch of this stuff which I told my aunt she can use. I'm gonna have to like look up how to use this for real. And then all these paints, which I'm so excited for. There's like one painting I do want to do tonight, or at least start tonight, and I think that we'll have like a lot of fun with it. I just gotta pick a color, and I don't know if I want to use the artsy ones or the other ones. It's a good question. I mean, I love this container, but like, how practical really is this when you're creating chaos? Don't really know. So this means I gotta fix, I think my art stuff is gonna go on here. I gotta fix that. I do have some paintbrushes already, just in here. So I wasn't desperate for paintbrushes, but you know, it's nice. I think maybe artsy, I don't know. I've been waiting for the other ones for so long, I just want to use them, so let's do that. I also like, the paintbrushes that I do have are like very, very tiny. I'm pretty sure I bought these at Michael's, and then these came with the paint by numbers, which I'm still not done, but it's nice. Watch next, I'm gonna be unhauling like a bunch of paintbrushes. Sweet. Now I gotta clean up my spice. Okay, I'll be back later. Am I okay? Do I look fine? I just spent like 2 minutes talking, and I think my camera short-circuited, which I don't understand. Sometimes it does it, but like not enough for me to be too concerned. This is going to be the end of the vlog, as I've already said to myself. I only finished 1 more book, which means I've only read 5 books this month so far, and we're 2 weeks in, and my reading goal was like 23 books. So I'm doing great. Did everything in my power to not fall into a reading slump, and in order to do that, I finished Fire Touched by Patricia Briggs. Yes. This is the 9th book in the Mercy Thompson series. I freaking love this series. I want to reread it already, and I'm not even close to being done. There's like 14 books or something. I have the next book like available to me on Libby, and I low-key want to read it immediately because it's just how I'm doing right now. I did have Fire Touched as a book. Where did I put it? It was for Team Apollo and the Olympic Games Readathon. It was listened to an audiobook, so I listened to Fire Touched because I don't own physical copies anymore of these books, even though I've always listened to the audiobook. So I very, very much enjoyed that. It was like 340 pages of awesome, but I'm also like currently reading so many books. I am trying to push my way through currently The Starless Sea. Last night I surpassed, I'm pretty sure I surpassed this. It says I'm on page 177, but I'm pretty sure I'm past that because I'm listening to the audiobook I don't know what's going on, but I like it so far, so that's all that matters. Other books that I kind of continued on, I feel like there's like a whole stack over here. I can't even. So I want to start Scythe because I would like to read it with Dimitri, but we've both been like just not even trying with it, so I really want to start this, but I haven't started it yet. I didn't really get too far on the troop. I am on page 43 basically. I think I said I was like 50 pages in, but I haven't really picked this up at all this week because I've been reading The Lovely Bones instead, and I am on page 72. So I am kind of like enjoying this, but I only can like physically read one book at a time, and I have two right now, so I'm struggling a little bit. I am still about 50% of the way through my buddy read, which is These Violent Delights. Literally page 213. I'm doing really good on this one. I do enjoy it. I am going to try to probably finish both of these today or tomorrow. That's the plan. Those are the ones I'm focusing on, and I'm still only a chapter into Sorcery of Thorns, so I kind of like priority pile wise, I'm going to put them in a priority pile. This is my priority pile right now. So maybe I'll just stack them like that. Normally I stack them like smallest to largest, but priority pile seems really nice to me. I'm keeping track as best I can in my like reading journal. It's very colorful and very bright. As you can see, I missed a couple days of reading there before I read Fire Touched, and it was really, really good. But I also have to edit some videos today, including this one, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next week. It will be more, or next vlog, I guess, the one after this will be a little bit more exciting than this one. I have a lot more planned for it, including not necessarily a 24-hour readathon, but a readathon with a friend. Going for a sleepover, and we are trying to read our novel study as fast as we possibly can while also completing all the assignments for said novel study. So look forward to that. I hope you all enjoy that bit. That will be coming sometime after this video. I have them all planned of when they're going to be posted, so hopefully this will be posted before you know it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. I don't know. I hope you had a fun time watching me struggle. Like, I literally am struggling so hard to not go into a reading slump. But I think that if I can power through this today, I will be okay. I think that will be fine. And sorry I look like crap. This is like a temporary look while I did my face stuff. The lovely zit that I have grown. I'm having a great time. But I'm at 72 books out of my goal of 90. So if I hit 90 by the September comes, I will feel pretty great about myself. I'll be feeling pretty good because I think that once September hits, I'm going to be reading a lot of books that I'm going to be DNFing. That's my plan, just because I want to get rid of books on my TBR that have been there forever and I don't think that I will particularly like. So I'd like to get them out of the way as soon as possible. Future plans, just sprinkling a little bit of future plans. In other news, before I go, my island is looking great. I'm having so much fun playing Animal Crossing, I can't even. Maybe I'll show it to you guys in the next vlog. We'll see. It's not that good, but I'm having fun doing it, so that's what matters, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!